Okay, so Institut Polytechnique de Paris is a brand new institution. It was created legally in May 2019, but the 5 engineering graduate schools who compose Institut Polytechnique de Paris are long existing institutions and are working together for quite a long time. As you can see, the 5 schools are École Polytechnique, ENSTA Paris, ENSAE Paris, Telecom Paris, and Telecom Sud Paris. You probably know that our institutions are well known in their domains for a very long time. École Polytechnique and ENSTA Paris were created in the 18th century, Telecom Paris in the 19th century, ENSAE Paris and Telecom Sud Paris in the 20th century. They are all recognized as the elite institutions in France with excellent results academically and scientifically for more than 280 years. If you come to Institut Polytechnique de Paris, you will live in the region of Paris. The region is the #1 economy in Europe. Due to its size and its diverse infrastructure, the region forms the natural destination for major companies and headquarters, be they French or international. It includes major companies that are leaders in their field. The region also gathers 40% of the research in France and is the #1 in Europe for research and development and innovation. Our brand new campus is located in this region in the south of Paris. It takes only 30 minutes by public transportation to go to Paris. Schools are located throughout the campus, but you can walk easily from school to school. The longest distance is 1.5 kilometers between Telecom Paris and ENSTA Paris. ENSTA Paris is located just there, all right? École Polytechnique is just there. ENSAE Paris is there. Telecom Paris and Telecom Sud Paris are located there. From there to there, there's 1.5 kilometers. There are obviously accommodation. Housing are distributed throughout the campus. We have several housings. For example, for ENSTA Paris, there's housing just there. For École Polytechnique, there's housing just there, but also there. ENSAE Paris are in the same situation as Telecom Paris and Telecom Sud Paris. We have several residents, I will say. Just there, there's a new one who is constructed there. There's housing there, just there. So you can see there's a lot of opportunities, a lot of options for the housing. And we have also accommodation in neighboring towns and also in Paris downtown. We have several education facilities who are offered in this campus, such as libraries, labs, R&D centers, research institutes, incubators, innovation centers. and you can see on this picture that it is a green area, fields and woods surround the schools, which is very good for students, especially when it's about practicing sports, because we have a campus well equipped for extracurricular activities. You can do sports, like I said. We have sports facilities. We have, of course, football pitch, basketball pitch, different gymnasium, a swimming pool. You can do even horse riding, you can do sailing, you can do rugby, you can do ping pong, you can do tennis, you can do badminton, you can do MMA, you can do cycling, you can do running. So there's a lot of opportunities. We have very good student unions, and they all organized the life student in the campus. Currently, we have in total more than 8,200 students, including 1,000 PhD students, 1,300 faculty members. The institute is very international, with a high percentage of international students and also professors. As you can see, 40% of the faculty members are international. 30% of our students are international. So it's very easy to interact with professors and students because, of course, English is very important on our campus, and it is compulsory for students. We have also programs who are taught in English. I will explain it later. And very important number, as you can see, we have an excellent employment prospect with 95% of our graduates who find a job 4 months after graduation, which is very good. We are taking very care of this important key figure. Our graduates are in every sector of activities, in all sizes of company, everywhere in the world, with an excellent average gross salary. As you can see, 50,000 euros per year is very important in France, because when you compare to universities in France, when you get a master degree in France, most of the students who are graduated from the university in France get 25,000 euros per year. So you can see that this the double. So it's very important salary in France. So you can imagine that our school guarantee a very good professional life for our graduates. As a proof of our excellence in education, the Institut Polytechnique de Paris is well ranked in top rankings, according to QS 38 in the world, and excellent rankings in different domains, such as 14 in math, 21 in engineering and technology, 23 in statistics, and 31 in computer science. Like I mentioned before, we are very proud of our graduate employability rate, 12 in the world, and of course first in France, because this key figure proves again that the quality of our training is very, very good. IP Paris is also recognized by Times Higher Education ranking, 8 world's best small universities. And I'm very confident with the improvement of these rankings because the Institute has the potential to get really much better results. The goal of Institut Polytechnique de Paris is to be one of the best institutions worldwide focusing on research activities with its scope, meaning covering all scientific fields, getting a very high level of education, keeping in close connection with industry and innovation, and of course, encouraging entrepreneurship. Our campus is already recognized as the one of the top 10 innovation clusters in the world and represents 20% of the French research. What is specific to our institution is the partnership with the professional world. All schools of Institut Polytechnique de Paris have a close connection with companies and industries. They are all interested by our trainings and research, and therefore you will find the top companies in all sectors connected with the scientific field we've developed. These partnerships are on different levels, developing new educational and research programs, being part of the training by giving lectures and conferences, offering internships and jobs. De facto, we have very, very good research facilities, and we are leader in world-class research activities. And you will find many alumni in very important positions within these companies. Here is a short list of famous alumni who are a proof of the excellence of our education. If you look on the job position of those alumni, you can see the diversity of possible careers. A top level manager in a worldwide known company like Bernard Arnault, CEO of LVMH, the luxury goods group, or Jérôme Guillen, former president of Tesla, the famous car company, Charlotte Dennery, CEO of BNP Paribas, third largest bank in the world, Éric Trappier, CEO of Dassault Aviation, one of the best companies in the aviation sector. And you can also achieve outstanding success as a top entrepreneur, like Luc Julia, creator of the Siri application for Apple, that I'm sure a lot of you are using. He was also a vice president for innovation at Samsung, who really part of the voice recognition for Samsung. Now he's working for Renault, again for voice recognition for the cars. Let's pursue with the curriculums offered by Institut Polytechnique de Paris. You have an overview of what is proposed, and you can see that all degrees are offered from bachelor to PhD, and also different programs for lifelong learning. However, today, I will specifically present the Diplôme d'ingénieur program, what we call here cycle ingénieur, okay? First of all, you have to understand that in France, scientific and technical training at master level are provided in two ways. The common way by the university stream, according to the bachelor, master, and doctorate organization, okay? Bachelor in 3 years, master in 2 years, and PhD in 3 years, okay? Or through the elite way of grandes écoles system. So what is the elite way? After the high school diploma, what we call baccalaureate, the best students in sciences, I'm going to say that it's almost the top 5% of students in France are enrolled in the preparatory classes. Here, preparatory classes. Those preparatory classes are made for intensive courses and class in mathematics, physics, sometimes computer science, chemistry. It depends what you are expecting after the preparatory classes. But this is very intensive 2 years who prepare you to the national entrance exam. After the national entrance exam, only the best students can enter to our school. It means like the top 10% of the students who are in the preparatory classes are admitted to our school. Then the students carry on a 3 to 4 years curriculum. It means that after 2 years, you can enter to our school for a program of 3 years, okay? The first year is, I would say, the common core, and the year 2 and the year 3 is at the same as the master, at the master level. This is why I said there's a two-way for master level. The 2 to 3 years of interdisciplinary training in engineering, sciences, and complex systems are here and available in every schools at Institut Polytechnique de Paris. As soon as you obtain the diplôme d'ingénieur, okay, you get a master grade which allow you to pursue your studies on a PhD. In your case, you will enter in the second year of the curriculums, okay? Here, so preparatory class 1, preparatory class 2, and year 1, this is not for you. You will do year 2, year 3, and for École Polytechnique, year 4, okay? It means that you will spend at least 2 years in France. Let's focus on Master of Science in Engineering, what we call Diplôme d'ingénieur. Diplôme d'ingénieur is the most prestigious degree in France at the master level. It is widely recognized all over the world, and graduates are highly valued by top companies. The diploma is based on very high-level scientific knowledge focusing on multidisciplinary education, meaning that you have a strong core on mathematics and physics, but then, depending on your field of interest and the school, of course, you can have a specialization. Also, what is specific to Diplôme d'ingénieur, you have courses about management, innovation, entrepreneurship, languages, communication, very important skills to get a top position in companies. To complete your training, internship in company, industry, or in laboratory are mandatory. Very good to know, we have an excellent student-faculty ratio of 1 professor for 7 students, which allows you to interact easily and frequently with your professors. Like I told you before, we have a strong interaction with companies, and this is a good asset for your training and for your future professional career. And of course, with the Diplôme d'ingénieur, you have a possible combination with the PhD track. The PhD track is like what is done in USA. It's 2 years of master degree plus 3 years in a PhD program. So it means that it's a 5 years program, and you can be recruited in the Diplôme d'ingénieur, but be part of the PhD track, okay? Regarding the education areas, except for medicine and architecture, who are taught in specialized institutions, all the fields are covered. All topics with a strong background in mathematics. Physics is also important, especially at École Polytechnique and in Paris. But here you have a list of all fields, and you can see that probably everything is covered at universities. You can have, of course, a look and have a better idea of the specialization and the content when you go to the to each institution website, because there's details. Some of them got catalogs of courses and classes. Okay, so you can have really a clear idea of what is proposed in our trainings, in our curriculums. What about the admission for international students? You have a great opportunity to apply to 5 prestigious schools in France with a unique application. So I repeat, when you apply through this recruitment, you apply for École Polytechnique, ENSTA Paris, ENSAE Paris, Telecom Paris, and Telecom Sud Paris. Of course, you can have specific preference for some schools, but you have the opportunity to apply to these different schools. The admission process takes place from April to November. Okay. The online application closes on September. So that means that you still have time to apply for the next recruitment campaign. You have almost 2 months to apply for the international admission process. Then pre-selected students have several oral exams. I will go to the next slide. This is the oral exams. You have mathematics, physics, general scientific knowledge, and motivation interview. Only ENSAE Paris do not require to have the physics oral exams. For the rest of the schools, you will have 4 oral exams. Okay, one specific information for the motivation interview. It is the time for you to express your motivation, why you choose to go to the schools, why you want to apply for a specific curriculum in our schools, why you want to come to go to France, what is your plan for your professional career, what do you expect from the curriculum. So this is very a moment for you to express your motivation. All exams take place online with expert professors, and all the exams are in English. To be aware of what is required during the exam, please have a look on the collection of past papers. This is the link, okay, for that. I will send later the presentation to all the students. So I recommend you to send me your email in this in the discussion box in order to let me the possibility to send you the presentation. After the oral exams, the next step is the jury, okay, composed by professors and administrative staffs who deliberates on admissions. Finally, students receive the proposition of admission from one or several schools, and at the end, this is you who have the choice for the school. As soon as you are admitted to a school, you have 9 months before your arrival. 9 months to improve your language proficiencies, to have more information about our curriculums, to complete all administrative procedure, visa, housing, learning agreement, etc., etc. And very important, to apply for scholarships, all right? Of course, regarding the administrative procedures, you will not be by your own, our staff will help you. So like I told you before, the term begins in September 2024, all right? What are the requirements to apply to our international admission? You must be, of course, in a foreign country. You must be registered as a bachelor student, okay, in the year, most of the time, the final year of your bachelor. And I said what I said previously, you must have an excellent mathematics and engineering sciences proficiencies. Of course, when you apply, French is not compulsory, meaning that all admissions process is in English. However, you have to be aware that French will be mandatory at the end of your program because you will have to acquire a certain level to get your diploma. This is very important to understand that. And there is special legal requirements for École Polytechnique, but we can discuss that in the question and answer sessions. What is the cost of your studies? As you can see, depending on the school, the tuition fees are different. However, what is common to all is the real cost of your studies. The real cost per year is around 18,000 euros, but what you have to pay is less than what it costs the French government. So when you come to our schools, you benefit from state help. It is, in a way, a scholarship. Regardless of that, you will have the opportunity to apply for fundings, okay? You have several options and opportunities. For example, you have the FL Excellence Scholarship. You have the France Excellence Scholarship from the French embassies. You have in each school's scholarship, for example. You can have also reductions or exemptions, but it really depends on the school. So please have a look on the website. We have, like it's written, different grants, scholarships, loans available for excellent and student who have social difficulties. There's, of course, your national scholarship from your government, I will say, or organization and foundations, which is most of the time possible to apply even if you get a scholarship from, I don't know, from French government, especially when it comes from organization and foundations. So you can accumulate scholarship from different institutions. So my presentation is now over. If you need more information, please stay for the question and answer session or have a look on our information tools. Thank you very much for your attention. So like I mentioned before, I will send you the presentation. Okay, I've seen that already. Okay, there's already one of the students send me the address. Okay, but I can maybe download now the presentation. Okay. All right. So I have sent the presentation. So please have a look and all the links inside. So I'm going to stop the presentation, and now it's time for questions. Okay. So if you have questions, do not hesitate to switch on your microphone or your webcam if you want. And if you are too shy, please send me a message on the chat, and I will answer it, of course. You're welcome. Have a nice day too. Please do not hesitate. There's no stupid question. Even if you want to have information about France, how it is in France, it's possible. I can answer, of course, to your questions about the daily life, how it is structured, and everything about the schools and France and the universities. Hello? You have to, yeah, you have to switch on the, yeah.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Thank you very much for your explanation.
You're welcome.
I just have some questions.
Yes.
Now I'm a student in industrial engineering in Iran in the
Okay.
bachelor level. How can I apply for the universities in the industrial management or industrial engineering for master?
Okay, like I explained during my presentation, it's possible to apply to the schools, but in your case, there's several. There's only few institutions who are who can propose you the training. I will say that, for example, for industrial engineering, probably École Polytechnique and STA Paris could be the best option for you. For the rest of the schools, it's not really their domains. So you have to look the curriculum, and then you apply for the what we call diplôme d'ingénieur, which is a little bit different from master program. Okay, you have to understand there's a master program and there's diplôme d'ingénieur. The diplôme d'ingénieur is really the most prestigious degree for at the master level in France. So actually, you are in the bachelor program, but in which year are you? Are you in the final year of your bachelor, or you are in the first?
Yes, I'm in the final year of my bachelor.
Okay, okay. So it means that for the next academic year, you will be in master program, or you will be still in the bachelor program?
No, I will be in the master program.
Okay. So are you already registered as a master student?
No.
No. Okay. So so you have to understand that if you apply for the next recruitment campaign during 1 year, you will be in Iran, and you will have to wait 1 year to come to our schools. Is that clear for you?
Yes, yes. And
Okay.
one more question. Uh, is it in English courses or in French courses?
It depends of the school, okay? But in the school that I mentioned, most of the time is French. But
For example, in Telecom Paris is French.
no, in Telecom Paris, it's we have both. We have a program starts in English and program starts in French. But
Okay.
in your domain, we don't have the specialties, the specialization for the major, I would say, for at Telecom Paris. I think what is more close to your major is again École Polytechnique and Stat Paris. But in those schools, the programs are mostly taught in French. So you're right to ask because you need to acquire a certain level of French before your arrival. I don't know if you already start to learn French or not.
No, nothing. Zero
No,
level.
okay. So you will be a real beginner.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it possible? Is it possible now to learn French, for example, in Alliance Française or in some institution in
Yes, it is possible.
Okay.
Now already my sister and her husband are living in Paris.
Okay, okay. So okay, you have okay relatives in France, so they can
Yes,
of
yes,
course help you if you come to France.
yes.
Yeah, I think for if you apply, you have to be aware that maybe it's better if you can speak a little
French.
French.
Yes,
But like I told you, when you do the all the process for recruitment, uh,
yes,
it could be only in English. Okay, and French is not
yes.
required. But as soon as you explain that you are in a way to learn French and you expect to acquire a certain level before the arrival, it is okay for us.
I'm sorry, all the schools that you mentioned in your presentation are only about the engineering.
Yes, this is a very, they are all graduate school in engineering, yes.
Yes. And we don't,
But you know, in France, in that kind of schools, this is not really separate. It's you can have, of course, engineering, but you have also sciences. It's not like very technical. Okay, it's not
yes,
technical program. It's you have scientific courses, you have technical courses, but you have also engineering courses. So it's a mix. It's a mix of really
science and engineering.
yeah knowledge exactly, and it's in a way to prepare you to have different type of position in a company or in industry. Okay, like I explained you, you have to be also you can be prepared for management and like you mentioned also industrial management. You have to be prepared for the top position in companies.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So if you have already relatives in France, you are a little bit aware of how it is in France, the daily life, the culture, the differences. Okay,
Yes, yes.
perfect.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your questions. And do not hesitate if you have more questions. There's also in the presentation. I don't know if I sent you the presentation. Yes, I sent you to the presentation.
Yes, yes, you have sent
Okay.
it.
So in the presentation, you have all the links, all the email also available for the questions. So do not hesitate if you have questions to send an email.
Sorry, we cannot have your own email.
Sorry. This is
We can.
I'm behind the email, so you.
Oh, yes, yes. Okay, okay. Thank you, sir.
So we are several person, but I'm one of the person who is inside in behind. So
Yes, I understand it.
okay.
Thank you very much.
So if you don't have do you have any question or again or no?
No, no, no. Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you for
Okay.
your help.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Have a good time.
Have a good day.
Thank you, you too.
Bye. Bye.
Bye bye.